favorite subject matter around this time of year would be narcissists. Holidays, boy, do they stick out, and it's comedy, right? Sheer comedy. You just wait for that how they will suck the air out of the room somehow. Maybe. Is that still happening? See, I am so far removed from all of that. You know, it's almost sad, but really I'm not attached to the holidays. I was almost going to say, and the illusion of family, not without saying, I know what a good friend is, believe me, I know what a good friend is, okay? Thank you. There isn't a higher role that you can play to one another than simply a good friend. Why, even your brother, your mother, your aunt, your uncle, your sister, your grandmother, a priest, a teacher, a police officer, your doctor, a librarian might become just simply a good friend. Never does anybody say that they have married a wife or a husband. They say, I simply married my best friend. I wanted to talk to you about how narcissists, well, they don't know anything about friends or anything like that. So then they'll accuse you of all that too. They'll shift it right around. It's a trip. You know, you might be just, the reason why they're there is because you're having a little bit of an isolating, hard time. And it's like, oh, I can help you. Maybe. You know, misery might love company. I don't know. So everybody asks for what they get there, don't they? Oh, I don't know, babes. You grab the bull by the horn and you try to the horns and you try to understand from where is it coming from and does it know where it's coming from, and if not, then get the hell away from it. Yeah, they say, because it's stupid. Why doesn't even it know its own nature? I mean, do you realize that you have horns? First of all, I mean, do you just go around hitting things? Whoops, you know, yeah, narcissists are exactly like that. The China shop is reality, and the truth is the China. And you'll see, it's like they'll start rearranging things and arranging things. It's like, oh, they won't give you a chance to talk either. It's not a real conversation if you really look at it. Trying to get to a freaking point, babes, about how that they don't see. Having said all that, you know, it can turn into like how that they get a feed, unfortunately, and this is where it turns into like, well, these people are evil because they're doing it on purpose. They like to be cruel. You know, that's their core is actually mean. It's so frustrated, and you know, I don't like talking about it. It's not a good subject matter, see, because it's not a, you know, it's actually very serious. It's you know, so that's why we kind of talk about it. So they're not, so therefore, you know, with that, they aren't able to provide you with anything that brings you joy and glee. The stuff that they never experienced. They they can't just release into feeling good in the moment, say, and kind of know that, oh, this is a moment to moment thing that we conduct through our attention, but really, you know, it's our choice. You know, it's really hard. You know, this is something hard for, of course, children to understand, that, you know, if you just smile, eventually you'll get a smile back, and then it starts to perpetuate. It doesn't have to be authentic smile at first, but eventually you will get an authentic smile because something is going to start working, and that is the universe for you. You better stay feeling good. And you do that by, now talk about being around loving people who know how to give. And then so there's the giving of space, which is paramount. In order for freedom to happen, you know love is in the room when freedom is going on. Because that freedom is essential for learning how to do anything with your intelligence, with your own body. Really, when now we're talking about some fucking down home, we have kids. How do we do this? You don't do anything. What if it's just a process that you kind of go for a ride? It's time to feed the kid. You know, because why? Well, I gotta eat. I wonder if it's gotta eat, you know? I never been there, so congratulations to you all. Ruining it. Whew, sorry. No, I I can't say I know nothing about it because that's really ignorant. If you can't say, you know what, I was a kid once, then you should not even be having kids. If you didn't say, and I really I love that time. You know, that's when you're most. That's when you pick up all of your interests and you really work it. You remember, you know, that's who I originally am. When I was just free to run, and I did discover how I can use my legs, and I excelled in some of it, a lot of it, yes. Now, narcissists, they don't like me. I'm confident. I did, see, I didn't know it, but I did make the 128 baskets playing basketball when I did. And it's hard to be good because everybody's like, and the rest, you know, the average have their clique. Their clique. Didn't they Jesus Christ over there? Did you, or did you create the clique? I doubt if you really created that clique that would kill you too. God, this is so confusing. Would you please get back to us someday? Hell no. That's like telling an alien to come down. We're fucking perfectly fine here. We do qualify to know. Oh, we care about who you are. No, getting back to the narcissist, we won't even fucking look. I'm not talking about me, babe. No, we're on the earth and we're looking at a fucking encapsulation of fucking people held in prison. They're all called narcissists. Why? Because they can't seem to get out of their fucking hell box. And whatever, you know. I don't know. It's weird here. It's weird. Why is it happening? Why is it happening, you know? Uh, Shauna, you didn't get your injection. No, I didn't get my injection. I'm still wondering about life. I think, is there life after death? I'm pretty sure I'm interdimensional. What if it could be different? What are the pyramids? See, that injection is made for people who live in fear, and then it dumbs you down even more. You've done what you need to do. You know you're on it. Go and continue on chugging away. It's a very materialistic thing to do. It's bodily fear. It's like, oh, I can't trust that my immune system will work. I can't trust that um, my entire faculty system. I don't trust myself. See, and a lot of uh, narcissists will say to the contrary. You know, they'll say anything and everything just to be on your side. By the way, they don't fucking care. So anyway, getting back to now that we're at the holidays and we're all being bombarded by these people, this entity. Now, I think that let's just set aside that maybe that we're dealing with um, damaged human beings. It's like, no, that there's an occupation on this planet that's not getting a chance to be even human. How that's incubating to me. We're going to figure it out. We're going to see. Oh well, that's how that it starts to just stay safe in numbers, and it runs this program. It feeds itself. I mean, as far as the organism that it uses to come in, when I say it uses, there's in case you if you're not aware, then your awareness can be replaced with a programming that keeps you kind of safe. See, now, why would this happen, Shauna? I really don't know, but I heard some information on the computer the other day, and the reason why I hear things, really actually hear it, because I'm wondering about it, and then it comes in. And oh, there's the answer to that kind of strange facet, like why I even said what I said. I'm losing my train of thought. I'm really sorry about this. Just trying to channel the intricacies of why life is the way it is, but see, this is the thing about knowing and knowledge is that well, for one, we already know what's going to happen more and more. See, what's happening with me, I'm just an Aries rising, and I am I get excited. I find something, I jump the gun, and I fucking move ahead. I want to, and I also have this thing with myself. It's like, well, no, I got to keep going and keep going ahead. And we're discovering, and every single Aries is like this. they're so remarkable. I talk about this. Well, I'm an Aries rising at 6 degrees, and that's what is my physical. It's rules of physical animation. It's not ironic that Aries and the first house rule the physical, and so now it's it rules my physical body. Well, it's just at home there. It's at home. See, Aries rules the first house. It's just at home there. See, a lot of people will be born at a certain other time, and then pretty soon, like you have Capricorn squaring. So now your rising sign squares the ruler of the first house, which it's originally Aries, but now Saturn is there. So this person has a restriction somehow within them. They're very beautiful people, by the way. Saturn is a beautiful planet anyway, because if you find a planet on your ascendant, sorry about this. I'm actually having a really not an easy time. There's going to be a time when I'm just going to break down and tell but there's something that's going through my mind that says, well, how are you going to advertise this, Shauna? What's your brand? And that is so in the future. It's our new lives that are trying to come up. We are right now in the middle of purging a lot of like trips that has been set on us by the control systems that says you can't have this, or you can't even have a feeling, or you're wrong about that feeling, and this and that, and stuff like that. And I'm here to tell you that there is an agent that's constantly releasing out of the cosmos that says, no, you have ability to wash yourself clean of all of that karma. No, actually, it's already gone. You are dwelling, would you please? It's going to continue that this is going to be felt. And, but not without, you see, it's not without going through your own shadows. You're going to go through your own shadows. I don't know, but for me, it was November. I noticed my own shadow popping up again. Not sure why I had to deal with it. I mean, I kind of do, but I'm not going to start talking. You don't talk about. You want to move ahead. You know, you want to say, well, but there's a reason we're learning. And it really, the main thing is just to stay feeling good. Stay feeling good. Because the narcissist paradigm is a bad feeling.